Shalom, shalom.
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 Y'all about Shem, y'all another day, another time traveling Tuesday. You know what I mean? Trees of righteousness back at you. I'm Captain
Jehu. Chief Yameh.
Joe Hezekiah.
We are the trees of righteousness. Hey, do y'all hear an echo?
Yeah.
Me too. Lock. Me. Okay. Still hear the echo.
Want to go out and try to come back in?
Yeah. Let me do that.
Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, just another time traveling Tuesday. Another day to be thankful for the Most High protecting us and watching over us and keeping His promises that He would keep a remnant of His people.
Oh, praise Him, man. That's right.
Because it could easily go left. The Most High could just get rid of us. But He promised our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that He would keep His word, and there'd be a chosen seed. And shalom, sis. Shalom.
Hey, we gotta drop a
Shalom.
little prayer later on for Sister Sunshine because she can't hardly talk, but Most High gonna heal her from that.
Okay. Hey, we will keep you in our prayer, sister.
That's right.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Got our Ak in the building. Shalom. And it's beautiful to see our people.
Right, man.
And you could be anywhere today, but you here with us. Whether you watching this live or you watching this later on, you took the time out of your day to watch us. So
that's right.
To the Most High.
All praise to the Most High, y'all.
All right. I appreciate that so much. Shalom. That's right.
And we thankful for all of our viewers.
That's right.
All of our viewers. And first and foremost, let us give praise to the Most High, Yahweh, because He made this all happen.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, we had a great Shabbat. Had a great time. Fellowshipping with the brothers, man. We building. We had a nice little crowd out there, man, spreading the word. This is just it's amazing, and it's an honor to do the Lord's work. It's a pleasure, and I'm just thankful that we have the opportunity to do so.
That's right.
Yeah, Most High is amazing. He's amazing, just for allowing us the opportunity. Brother,
I'm frozen.
Yeah, I'm about to say you frozen out.
Yeah, I'm frozen.
Hey, normally it's me, man. I guess
it's me today. Yeah. I'm going through this is my my Jacob's troubles over here.
There you go.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Man. My goodness. Excuse me. Oh yeah, Brother Kobe, Sister Sunshine in the chat.
Yeah, already. They starting to come in.
All praise to the Most High. Yeah. Hey, we got less than a month, for Passover, man, coming up, and even before that, we got the not just the new year. You know what I mean? That's gonna be a wonderful thing to celebrate.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we gotta get a confirmation on what we're gonna do on that day. I think it's on a Monday, I believe it's on a Monday.
It is.
Yeah, we need to get a confirmation of what we're going to do on that one. Congregate, bring in the new year. Man.
Set it off right.
Come. Man, it's so many things going on in the news, You got that bridge that got destroyed there in Baltimore. Yeah. People saying that, hey man, it ain't just collapsed. People trying to say it's, you know what I mean, that thing was blown up. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, you got certain witnesses and people that were also in the Coast Guard or whatever it was, you know, that they deal with those boats and stuff. And they said that you know, it's supposed to be precautions and certain things that wasn't done when that boat hit that bridge. So it's kind of
Mm.
like it was done on purpose, or it was real negligent. You know, a lot of stuff going on. Then you got the that shooting over there in Russia.
Yeah,
Man,
it
they
was
had
like 100 and something, 40 something people.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
a lot of things going on in the world.
And them Russians are saying that their intelligence is saying that that wasn't just no, you know, just no random, you know what I mean, you get a little white kid here with a trench coat going to school and shoot up some people. It wasn't that. That was actually, you know what I mean, set up by they say Western forces, Western allies, you know what I mean?
Right.
So there's talks there that was, you know what I mean, set up. Um, of course, Shalom sis, Shalom sis. Of course,
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom,
Shalom. Of course, you got the Shalom sis.
shalom.
Thanks for joining. Of course, we know. But yeah, you of course you got the P Diddy scandal. You know what I mean, brother on the run. It's so much stuff going on, man. We could go into a whole bunch of stuff,
Just
Right.
last, man.
man.
That's why we gotta be. That's why we gotta be thankful that the Most High woke us up, put us in our right mind, so we ain't a part of that.
Right, right,
You know, brothers on here trying to go to no P Diddy parties.
right.
Yeah.
Nah,
TD Jakes can have it. Mm-mm.
nah. They ain't gonna get it right. The righteous don't get we don't get an invitation to that. You know what I mean? We got a party going on as well. You know what I mean? We trying to bid brothers to the wedding feast. You know,
That's right.
the sisters. You know what I mean? That's what
right.
we trying to do.
That's
So
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, it's exciting, man. It's an exciting time to be alive. You know, all this stuff going on, prophecies. You know, we got the like we're saying the new moon slash new year slash what was it? Harvest moon or whatever it was called, and then the eclipse supposedly. All this stuff going on, man. You know, we got to be watching out. Shalom, shalom, Shalom.
It got on.
Hey, that's my brother Benny right there, man. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Benny and you know what I mean? Shalom, you know what I mean? Shout out to the brother Benny. New to the channel, man. Shalom. We are family. Good to see you and hear from you, brother.
Our
Hey,
praises, man.
feel
As
free, anybody
always.
in the chat. Yeah, Shakan.
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody in the chat, feel free to, you know, you got a comment, you got a update on some news, anything, you know what I mean? You know, respectably, of course. Put it in the chat for us, you know, precepts, all that.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
Okay.
Stay engaged.
Okay.
We want you to stay engaged with us, man. So, you know, so we all family here, man.
That's
Brothers
right.
coming in, new there. It's amazing, man.
Okay.
Hallelujah. That's
That's
right.
right.
That's
All
right.
praise to the Most High.
All
Hallelujah.
praises.
Yeah. Yeah. Bro, you fighting that thing, ain't you, over there, man?
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
I'm trying to stay a part of the fight though.
Yeah. Yeah, you fighting back. Man, it's kicking you out like Jazzy Jeff. Bro,
Man,
man.
they got me flying right here.
Yeah, for real. Uncle Phil.
Yeah, if I keep flying, if I keep on flying off, I'm gonna try to keep kicking back on. So
Yeah. Man.
man, it's beautiful to see new faces, and you know, well, not new faces, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
See new people to the channel.
Man, adding people. All praise to the Most
And
High.
there we go again.
Oh man, frozen man. Golly. What you
I
think
don't
it
know
is?
what's going. You know what? Hey, give me a few moments. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna restart my computer and I'll come back in.
Okay, we'll wait. Unless you want to, what you want to? Yeah, we'll wait.
It shouldn't take that long.
Okay, take your time.
No, actually, y'all can continue. I'll just jump in. I got it playing on the side so I can see what's going on.
Okay.
I'll just jump back in because I know y'all about to get into the video. I'll jump back in.
I mean, we got time though, right?
Yeah, take your time, King. We'll be right here. Come on.
Yeah.
I was just gonna give a shout out to the brothers, everybody that came. Brother Chris, he may be listening. Or he said he got something to do, but he'll try to listen in. But shout out to the brother. You know what I mean? Came out the camp, reading him and Brother Khan over there, man. All praises to the Most High.
That's right.
Brother Benny, you know what I mean? Sister Sunshine, everybody trying, coming in, building this thing, building this kingdom with us.
That's right, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. That's why I love that precept. Gather yourselves together.
Right.
That's how we get strength and unity in the numbers, man. I'm looking forward to this thing tonight, though, man. This is touching, man. It's sad, man, but it's touching, man. Right. One thing about it, the Most High keep a record of everything, man. This ain't gonna go unanswered. There's gonna be a justified punishment for it, man. But it's a beautiful thing, man. When we learn history, when we learn that we the people of the book, man. And this is why we're being destroyed so much and hated so much, man, because it's in their DNA to hate us, man. It's in their DNA.
The Most High said they got a perpetual hatred against the sons of Jacob. You know what I mean?
Do, boy. And they show it too. Yeah. They show that thing, boy.
That's why it's crazy when people say, the white man ain't Esau.
Yeah,
well, the Lord said, yeah. If it ain't him, then who is it?
Who is
the Lord said he will have a perpetual hatred against the sons of Jacob. Now, who has hated the sons of Jacob? Who has hated us worse than the so-called white man for the past 500 years? Because if he's going to have a perpetual hatred, he should be hating us the worst even right now.
That's right. That's right.
All roads lead back up to him.
That's right. No getting away from it. Can't get around it.
No. But yeah, we are building this kingdom. What the Most High is doing, he's going to add it.
All right, back in the building like I left something.
Okay. All praises to the Most High. Let me get one scripture real quick, y'all. Let me see where this is. I want to get Matthew 11 and 12 real quick. The book of Matthew, chapter 11, and verse number 12, it says, and from the days of, Salakia, not Matthew 11 and 12, Luke 17. A little precept here. Luke 17 and verse number 20, it says, and when he was demanded of the Pharisees when the kingdom of Yahweh should come, he answered them and said, the kingdom of Yahweh cometh not with observation, neither shall they say, lo here or lo there. For behold, the kingdom of Yahweh is within you. And he said to his disciples, the days will come when they shall desire to see one of the days of the Son of Man, and you shall not see it. That's what we're seeing right now. We desiring to see the days of Yahweh Shai, and we ain't able to see it yet. But he told us that the kingdom of heaven is within us. He even told the Pharisees that. You know what I mean? The hypocrites. Because they were Israelites. But he said the kingdom of heaven is within you. So that's what we're trying to build up right here. You know what I mean? We're trying to bid the Israelites into the wedding feast like Yahweh Shai commanded us to do. He told us to feed his sheep.
That's right.
That's one thing about it, that when he said feed his sheep, he's actually being exclusive, because Jeremiah 50 and 6 says that Israel is the sheep, the lost sheep. Jeremiah 50 and 17, countless precepts. You don't find any precepts where he's talking about the other nations are the sheep.
You don't find that nowhere in the Bible.
Nah. We're saying
Never. Go ahead, guy.
No, I was just, in closing, he's telling us, he told him to feed his sheep. He's talking about the Israelites. That's what we're commanded to do. Feed the Israelites. You know what I mean? You got it, King.
Yeah, and by you saying that and everything, man, that's the crazy part about it, though, man. Like when people get in and say, well, the Lord's going to have mercy on these other nations. I'm gonna go read a couple of precepts, man, and cause somebody lying. Most High is gonna, the nations that matter of fact, you got your apocryphal guy.
Yeah.
Can you get that in additional Esther? I think it's 7 and 24. Just to give them something to think about, man. When it comes, people got to learn the anger of the Most High, man. And like, this is what He said He's going to do to these other nations, man. And there's no way of getting around it. You can't say, well, the Lord changed. He don't change. He told you I stay the same, right? I'm not changing. He's going to stay the same. He already got His nation. You ain't changing that. That's His favorite. He ain't changing that in for nothing. That's why Paul said what he said. Paul said, I'm an Israelite.
Kind of the seed of Abraham, the tribe of Benjamin.
That's right.
But yeah, hey, not only that, but like you said, when he said the Most High don't change, he said, therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed. He said, basically saying, if I change, y'all will be destroyed.
You're gone.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
But since I don't change, y'all gonna make it. Y'all, you know what I mean? All praises to the Most High. Beautiful thing.
All praises.
It's a beautiful thing.
King, what's that script you called Edition to Esther? What was that?
7 and 24. I think that's the one I want.
7?
I don't think that's a 724 in that edition of Esther.
Yeah, additional.
I think they're in the teens.
Yeah, the edition started like 10 or 10.
Yeah.
No, it started part of the 10th chapter.
Yeah.
You might want Esther.
7. You might want Esther.
Let me try. What was that? 7 and what, King?
24.
24.
Let me try. Let me give it a shot.
Is that the one talking about? I think it's the ones talking about. Therefore, every city and country whatsoever.
No, not in 7.
7. Yeah, not in 7. What is it supposed to say?
You ain't got that additions to S. Let me see. What is that? What would that be in the Apocrypha?
Yeah, that's addition to Esther in the Apocrypha.
Yeah.
But it started chapter 10.
It started 10?
Yeah.
It ain't got a 7? Dang.
Lie.
I'm gonna have to look what I was looking for. I'm gonna have to look it up. Let me look up and get it.
Come on, take your time.
I got it. Let me get it out. Here it is.
Are they plotting on how to keep us down? What you got, King?
Additions to Esther 7 and 24. Therefore, every city and country whatsoever which shall not do according to these things shall be destroyed without mercy, with fire and a sword, and shall be made not only unpassable for man, but also most hateful to the wild beast and the fowls forever. No mercy.
I got you. That's in the Apocrypha, it's 16 and 24.
I was about to say where.
I think it's 16. I think it's 6. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. 16 and 24. Yeah. I forgot they be changing. Yeah.
They do. It's how they got that in there, man. Like, dang.
Yeah, remember that one second Ezra that nobody had? And I was like, y'all ain't got that one in y'all book?
Yeah.
Remember that? It was, man, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, I got that. 16.
Yeah, it's just because it's labeled different, because it goes through the 7 chapters in Esther, but it don't label them like that because it starts at 10. That's why we were kind of confused.
Yeah.
We were like, But I know now we figured it out. All praises.
I figured it out. You go find all praises.
And it's for us to search out a matter, right?
That's the kings. That's what he said. Brother Benny said they plotting how to keep us down. You right about that, Brother Benny. Hey, we was out in at camp, you know what I mean? We had another agent come up.
Yeah.
He stayed for a little bit, you know. We started bringing out the scripts really, and of course he gonna check, but you know, it's crazy, man, how we're in a black neighborhood, the black side of town, you know what I mean, so-called black, you know, nothing but Israelites around, minding our business, and here come an Edomite drive up, and all of a sudden he want to be a part of this stuff, and you know, it's just crazy, man. But yeah, they definitely plot. They sending agents out. They're trying to figure out what's going on. You know, same thing as King Herod. when Yahushua was to be born, the wise men came and said, "Hey, we seeking we're seeking the King of the Jews, the child that should be born." And they was like, King Herod was like, "Well, who are we talking about?" He didn't know. Let me go to that. Get that in Luke.
Right.
I think it's Luke.
Let's see here.
I won't sound crazy. Let me get that.
Yes.
Luke. Flocky and John. General, you mind reading that one for me? Got
I don't mind at all. What you got?
Chapter 2, Luke 2. Let's start at the top, Baba Kashai.
Khan, this is John chapter 2 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
In the third day, there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee.
Salakia King. I meant Matthew 2 and 1.
Matthew? Khan.
Salakia.
This is Matthew 2 and 1.
Uh-huh.
Now, when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem,
right,
saying, "Where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and come to worship him."
Yeah. Keep it going.
When Herod the king had heard these things, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him.
So Herod, he wasn't privy to this. He didn't know, he didn't know this prophecy that the King of the Jews, he didn't know what was going on because it was for a set time. He didn't know what was going on. So he's troubled. He's like, "Oh man, hold up. I'm supposed to be the king. Who's this?" You know what I mean? That sort of thing. So, it's just indicative of what's going on now. These Edomites, these devils don't really understand the scriptures. They don't really know. So they doing whatever they can do to try to get on the inside and get in the know. But what they don't understand is they're going to be fighting against the Most High. You fighting against prophecy. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. Even if I tell you to play, you can't stop it. You know what I mean? So that's what we looking at, man.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Shalom out.
Shalom.
Shalom, King. So yeah, they plotting to keep us down, but it's inevitable that Jacob rises to the top.
It is, man. That Edomite pulled up, man, had to show himself out there and stuff, man, and thought he was slick.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. Y'all said he was strapped up. You know what I mean? I didn't even notice.
Real slick.
Yeah.
Man, you ain't getting nothing over the Lord. Lord already undressed you, man, when you came out. We saw that.
Running up on the prophets of the Lord like that, man. You know what I mean? Trying to lull us down. And man, we all need to stick together.
Yeah.
I'm Irish, and they want us to go against each other. Hey man, look, you ain't got nothing to do with us.
He said we gotta be together, man. We gotta speak on love. How does the enemy know love, man? I would like for him to explain that to me, man. Like, how do you know love? How? Because love, if you knew love, man, Sean, you would have never done what you've done. Your ancestors would have never done what they done. They was not created to love at all. Right?
Look at the eye. Brother Reggie Mills. Shout out to the brothers.
Shalom, Brother Reggie.
Shalom.
Just all praises. T.O.R. All praise to the Most High. I want to say thanks for all that is done through the Most High. If it is possible, can y'all keep me and my family in y'all prayers to wake us up completely? I'm tired of living for this world. Absolutely, guys.
Absolutely.
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 That's the least we can do.
What is that? It just reminded me of a scripture.
I'm up here looking for one too.
I know it's Paul. He said, "My prayer is for that Israel."
Romans 10 and 1.
Yeah, well, we both on that one.
I knew it was gonna ring a bell. You know what I mean? Come.
I got it. I'm there whenever you need.
You got it, King.
Hey, this is Romans 10 and verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
That's right. So we right there with Brother Paul, man. You know, a lot of brothers have differences with Brother Paul, but hey, ultimately, you know what I mean? Right there, hey, we feel the same way. Our prayers that Israel be saved, all Israel be saved, you know.
That's
So
right.
we'll definitely stand with you, King, on that. Praying for you and your household to come in this thing wholeheartedly, you know, because it's getting late, you know. And we appreciate the brother, man. The brother been there from the day one, you know what I mean, ground up, you know what I mean? So the Most High ain't forgot about your labor and love, man, you know. Brother's there for us, man, you know. High holy days, dropping off food, dropping off drinks, doing this, and that, you know. Brother's here to support, you know what I mean? Most High ain't forgot about that. We definitely gonna pray for you, King.
Con.
Yeah, the Most High don't forget about those things.
That's right. That's right.
He said he's not quick to forget about your labors of love.
Right. Why is it just God, man?
Con.
I had to tell the Edomite, you know, the Lord is a balanced God. You're not going to be able to do something and then you don't have to pay for it. You know, right or wrong, you're going to get your reward.
That's right.
Yeah. So they talking all of this stuff. Oh yeah. Nah, man, it's our turn. Don't try to turn the game off now. It's my turn.
Yeah. You gonna drink that cup?
Yeah, bro. You gonna drink it? All of it.
Yeah.
Hey,
he said, I'm from where you say from Britain?
No, he's Scottish.
He's Irish.
Yeah. I didn't have nothing to do with that. That's what he said. I didn't have nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
I didn't put no one in slavery. I didn't do that.
Kind. He thought that he thought he was taking himself out of the firing lane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, we showed him you gotta pay just what's your nation. With your nation, you gotta pay. You know what I mean?
And just like one of my favorite lyrics from the deacon, he said your forefathers ran out on a bill, now you got to pay.
That's right. It's not okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's the joint. Yeah. Look at Ock. Ock said, you guys are dangerous. Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, he did.
You guys are
wait till that video drop.
Yeah. Con. Hey, we wanted
to pull that one up to prove to him, dude, you are the seed of evildoers, which is in Isaiah 14:20. Right? You are the seed. I'm gonna pull that one, read it real quick, brother. You're not getting away from it. He kept saying I had nothing to do with it. But you are the seed of the evildoers in Isaiah 14:20. I'm gonna read this to you, man. I'm gonna pull this in the seed. Hold on one second. Real quick.
Well, he didn't understand what he really didn't
trying to run, trying to bail out. I'm trying to bail out.
He did. He didn't understand any of it. He was like, well, I'm second generation American we just got here on the boat.
Right. And we had to break down, hey man, y'all was the ones that was beat. Y'all was over the police force and you know, certain levels of the government they put y'all in, and y'all did the exact same thing. Step on the black man.
So and that's right. You know the Irish are from Esau. They all got red. Right. Hey, he had red or orange hair.
He did though. He don't get no plainer than that.
Right. Here's Isaiah 14:20. Now listen to this, man, because we was trying to break this thing down to him, man, but he wouldn't accept it, man. They still want to find some way to get some salvation where they ain't got to worry about being punished for what their forefathers did. Watch this, Isaiah 14:20. It says, "Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed our land and slain thou people. The seed of evildoers shall never be reowned." You see that? You the seed of your father, brother.
That's right.
There's no way getting around that. You the seed of evildoers, man. You benefited off of our free labor and everything. You don't have to worry about getting pulled over by no cop and stuff, man, and having them threaten you and feeling nervous. Like, man, am I going to live to see tomorrow? I remember the brother told the damn cop, man, that he had a carrier's permit, man, and he still shot him in cold blood in front of his daughter and in front of his girl.
Yeah, Castillo.
Yeah, up in Minnesota.
Castillo.
That's still heartbreaking to watch, man. How many of us can be caught up in situations like that? He don't have to worry about that jump, man. I seen the one where dude got out of the car with the gun on the cop, man. He told him why he was in the car when he walked up to the window to get his this white dude to get his license and everything. He saw the gun and yet told him, hey, just don't touch that gun right there, man. The white dude grabs the gun anyway. He gets out of the car. He tells him, don't get out of the car. Dude gets out of the car and he loses his life. You know why that cop lost his life? Because he was like, hey, you a white man, we're gonna try to save you.
Right.
Because if a brother would have got out of the car and touched that gun, he was gone.
Nah, he wouldn't even got out the car. He wouldn't have made it out the car. He looked at the gun. And right. That's all they do. So they see the gun, they just start yelling, and then they get scared and just start firing off.
Lost his life by trying to save the dude. Tell dude, put the gun. He see the dude like he in a Vietnam. He trying to kill the dude. He finally killed him. Officers didn't shoot him or nothing. He didn't shoot at anything. He just let the dude shoot him. It's crazy.
He thought he was gonna he's gonna talk him down because he's his own people.
Yes.
What it is.
That's what Esau get for being wicked and a hypocrite.
That's right.
Let me get this real quick before we start up, King. I'm on Brother Bronk's point. Let me get because he said you know,
red beast, red hair.
yeah. You know the Irish are from Esau. They all got red. Let me get that. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse number 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. You know what I mean? Hey, that's a quick, that's a quick cut, bro. And believe it or not, we ain't even go there, man. And he had a whole red beard. We should, man. We ain't even go there. Esau. Yeah, man. So ain't no escaping your judgment, Esau.
Nah, you gonna drink this cup, bro.
Come on. You ready to get into the show?
Let's do it. I get it.
Okay, people. We're going to cover a brother by the name of Timothy Coggins. Now, Timothy Coggins, he's a 23-year-old young black man from Spalding, Georgia, okay? Spalding, Georgia is not too far from Atlanta. This story here takes place in the year of 1983. Now, this Timothy Coggins story is an example of two things. One thing that is an example of is how in these towns throughout the nation, how these white thugs can get together, commit crimes, take lives, and after they do this, they're oftentimes under the protection of the police and their entire community. The entire community will know about something they did, but nobody will say nothing, okay? They won't do anything about it. Also, it also shows how you can become very vulnerable and easy food for these hardcore knuckle-dragging beast-type white supremacists if you are the black guy who wants to play risky games and follow your desires for your love of white women. This is an example of both of those, okay, in this story. So Timothy Coggins, he was a young man, again, 23 years of age, young black man, very well liked, okay, in his side of town, in the black community. He was cool, he was happy. They said that Timothy Coggins was the life of the party, and there was not a person who didn't like him when they met him. He was very funny and outgoing. Timothy Coggins, he was the fourth of his mother's 8 children. Now, in addition to being this great person, like I said, Timothy Coggins had also built a reputation for playing in the snow. Timothy Coggins loved the snow, and he had a reputation for hanging out with the white girls, okay? He was warned about this also by some family members that it was a dangerous game to play, messing with these white girls. And at this point in time in his life, he had been seen, running around with a young white woman quite often, and it kind of stood out to people in his community. He was warned, again, like I said, and people understand that Timothy Coggins, he lives in his Georgia town here where the KKK actually has chapters, and they still have rallies and marches. This is 1983, not that long ago, y'all. Not that long ago at all. So The story goes, so Timothy Coggins, he was hanging out at a spot called the People's Choice Club. Now, this is a club back in this town where all the black people went to hang out. It was a club. It was on like a country road. It was colored black and tan. It had a big bright red sign on it. And it was the place to be on Friday night for black people. It had a fully stocked bar, hot barbecue for sale. You know, the music would be playing, you know, Michael Jackson, Aretha Franklin, Marvin Gaye, or whatever, you know, all the music that was popping at that time. Now, Timothy Coggins, he was often at this club whenever it was popping like this, and he'd be in the middle of the floor dancing, doing his thing, and he had a reputation, again, for being the life of the party. Now, this particular night that Timothy Coggins is at the club, when he's inside hanging out with his people, some white trolls, some knuckle-dragging beasts, they pull up in the car, right? When they pull up in the car, word went back in the club, and word spread that there were these white dudes outside looking for Tim. So Timothy Coggins goes out there to the car with these white dudes. Okay, he goes out to the car, these guys were in the car, and two of these knuckle dragging beasts who are in the car, two of the white guys, are named William Moore and Frankie Gebhardt. Now, these two guys who are in the car named William Moore and Frankie Gebhardt, they have a very bad reputation in their community. They're known as being very violent. They're known for fighting. They're known for harming people with guns, instruments. They're known for taking lives. These are some real white trash killers. They live in a trailer park. They have a reputation for, you know, using drugs, getting drunk, throwing parties, killing animals for no reason, you know, going in and out of jail, just, you know, doing whatever, just a really low vibrational, dusty, ignorant type white trash, okay? And they were very feared in their community because they were violent. So Timothy Coggins gets in the car with these dudes, okay? So he gets in. When he got in the car, they pulled out the knife, hit him 30 times with the knife. They stabbed him up 30 times. When they were stabbing him, they cut a Confederate flag writing or a Confederate flag emblem into his skin as well, carved it into him. After that, they chained Timothy Coggins to the back of their pickup truck and dragged him across the asphalt until he just stopped moving. After they were done with doing that, he's not moving, took his body, threw him in a grassy ditch under a tree, not too far from the trailer park where they lived. After that, they kept it moving. They said that Timothy Coggins' corpse was so badly damaged that investigators couldn't identify who he was. Now, after these dudes, Gebhardt and Moore, did this to Timothy Coggins, they boasted to their buddies and their community about what they did to Timothy Coggins. They felt like they were protecting the white race from black people, they said. In addition, they would go on to intimidate people in the future from their community by saying, we're going to do you just like we did that nigger. They would say stuff like that. They would use this fear tactic in their community. And they even did this with their white girlfriends, okay? So they were just wilding out. They were pretty happy that they did this. Gebhardt, to be exact, he really, really ran with it. And he just didn't mind talking about it. Now, the entire community where they lived at, this entire white community, knew what these two did to Timothy Coggins. None of them said a word. The police who are supposed to investigate this, or the sheriff's department, well, they were more than likely KKK members at this time as well. So the sheriffs in this hick redneck type place, they're not too much into investigating a lynching of a black man who they already know was killed by a white man who could possibly be one of their chapter KKK brothers. I mean, that's just what it was. This sheriff's department was full of them. That's what, you know, most of them are. Most of them were. So it was a known fact by, you know, the local police or the authorities that they had destroyed, actually, I mean, it was a known fact that the local police or people who were responsible for investigating what happened to Timothy Coggins and concealing and holding on to evidence, that they destroyed all the evidence. They destroyed all the evidence in this Timothy Coggins lynching. They got rid of it all, okay? Now, since this lynching happened in this, you know, small town, the GBI, or the Georgia Bureau of Investigations, is responsible for investigating this. Now, anytime this case right here with Timothy Coggins got to the desk of an investigator, nothing will come out of it. And also, you got to understand, too, that the GBI, these investigators, have to work with the local police or the local sheriff office. So they depend on these people during their investigations to get different evidence.
Salaki Kings.
Mhm.
So far through this, it's talking about him talking to these so-called white women, right? But a lot of our people don't understand that actually the Most High Himself does not want us to integrate. That's something He just don't want from us. So if y'all got y'all books, paper, pens, whatever you got, you can write these precepts down. Go check them for yourself so that you can meditate on them for yourself and see what the Lord says, right? And we're gonna pull a couple of precepts to that point real quick, and let's go ahead and address that, right? This young man was killed for messing with white women, right? But see, this is why this book is so true, man, because the Lord Himself said He's against that, right? So I got 3 precepts real quick. First one is going to be Ezra 9 on down, and then Ezra 10, and then I believe it's First Ezra 9 and 7 on down. Right? We can show y'all according to the word. So y'all got y'all Bibles and stuff, man. You can go look it up for yourselves. We're gonna read this for you real quick to show you, man. And then God and them if they got something to throw in, but just to show you, man, that the Most High Himself don't want us. He wants us to marry inside our own nation, man. Right? And I listen. When I came in this truth, I didn't even know this. So when this hit me, I was like, whoa! I didn't know that. You know, I always thought, hey, man, just go be who you want to be with. Most High saying no. Right? He understands. Hey, He magnificent, man. He ain't letting Esau get away, man. That's why He said you are the seed of your father. He ain't letting that thing get away, right?
Right. You said, what was that? Ezra's 9?
Yeah, start at 9.
I'll get 10 after you get 9.
I'll start at 9 then. This is the book of Ezra, chapter 9 from the top. It says, now when these things were done, the princes came to me, saying, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the lands, doing according to their abominations, even of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Amorites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites.
Giving you all the nations and stuff that they gonna go get these women from and everything, right? Watch this.
For they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yea, the hand of the princes and rulers have been chief in this trespass.
They don't mingle. The holy seed is Israel. That'll be you. You're the holy seed. That's why you're holy. That word in Hebrew is Kadash. You got to be separated. The Most High don't even want you to be joined to their women. Don't even want you to plant your seed in them. Right? This is very important that we pay attention and understand what we read in here, right? And it's in the Bible. So, you know, there ain't no private interpretation. There ain't us up here saying what we want to say, man. You actually hearing it from the Bible itself, right? So watch this, man.
Verse 3.
Yeah, go ahead. Go on down, Cap.
And when I heard this thing, I rent my garment and my mantle and plucked off the hair of my head and of my beard and sat down astonished.
Man, he was at rage. Done ripped his garments, ripped his beard and everything, man. Right? Knowing that this is a straight slaps like spit in the face to the Most High, man. What are y'all doing? And it said at the beginning on 1, you hear him say, even the priests and the Levites. What was y'all doing?
Leadership.
Come on.
Salakia. Brother Bronk got a clue. He said, did I say the parasites? It's a lot, King. That's verse 1. It's the parasites. Perizzites. Parasites. Yeah, but yeah, they all like the parasites. They, you know, be trying to cling on to Jacob.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Other nations, you know. And real quick, just before you want me to keep on going on that, King?
Say what you say. I think I'm gonna drop down to 11 and 13 and 12.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, whenever we put our seed into these women, man, you know, and the brother always magically disappears. Now they got your kid doing God knows what to God knows who, you know what I mean? And all of this crazy stuff. And they got full control over Jacob. You know what I mean? They got full control over Jacob, the seed of Israel. Now he got a dress on. It's a couple of them actresses, man. They got Israelite kids that they done grew up and adopted, you know, and now they wearing dresses. They doing all of this type of crazy stuff, and it's just blasphemy. You know, it's blasphemy, man. It sickens me to see it.
It is. It's sickening.
I saw Charlize Theron. She was one of my favorite action actresses. But she got 2 black children that are boys dressed up like girls.
Man, parading them around in our face.
Right.
You know. Is she the one that was in she's the one that's in Charlie's Angels? Is that?
She's been in a lot of, she was Atomic Blonde. She was the queen in I think that new Snow White movie, The Huntsman.
Okay, I don't know. I didn't say. I don't know.
Oh, that's like a Viking movie, though, right?
No, it's a fairy tale.
Fairy tale, The Hunt. I don't know.
The Huntsman. That's the fairy tale movie about Snow White.
I know her. You know what I mean? I think it's the one you think I think you're talking about, but a lot of them Edomites, man, they be doing weird stuff. Shalom, Sister Sammy.
They be spoiling the seed.
Con. Yeah, man. So that's why the Most High, he already know what they're going to do. Let me continue on. Verse number 11.
Start at 10, guy.
Verse 10. This is the book of Ezra, chapter 9, verse number 10. And now, O our power, what shall we say after this? For we have forsaken your commandments, which you have commanded by your servants the prophets, saying the land unto which you go to possess it is an unclean land with the filthiness of the people of the lands, with their abominations, which they have filled from one end to another with their uncleanness.
And this is what we about to read, because it is in the law in Deuteronomy, right? So watch this.
Verse 12. Now therefore give not your daughters unto their sons, neither take their daughters unto your sons, nor seek their peace or their wealth forever, that they may be strong and eat the good of the land and leave it for an inheritance to your children forever.
You see that thing? Give not your sons to their daughters, or your daughters to their sons. This is something the Most High just don't want. A lot of people don't understand why he is. You know, it's funny because people say, see somebody on the street that say something and say, man, it was racist, right? In all points of truth, man, you can look at the Most High like that. Because he put a nation of people above all people, and he loves these people forever. He's going to put them in their own land. We ain't going to have to worry about getting up and getting a job and what we're going to eat tomorrow or whatsoever, man. He's not doing that for every other nation other than Israel, right? So it's very important that we understand this brother lost his life, man. And you hear him say them 2 dogs, man. Them 2 was, they was, you can look at them and tell they was evil.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Say they like to play in the snow. You know what I mean?
Dang.
Man, but he didn't understand it. The scriptures teach you, like it's Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy.
That's right.
But he didn't know who his enemy. Well, that he didn't take heed to the word that he was being schooled on. They're like, hey, don't mess with them. Don't mess with them snow bunnies. He like, I'm still gonna hit the hills anyway.
Yeah.
Hit the slopes.
Yeah.
Guaranteed he was told to leave them dogs alone, man. You know what I mean? But he was, disobedient, undisciplined, and he didn't know the law. Not just the scriptures, he didn't know the law.
Nope.
I mean, and it's in the law, excuse me, that it's certain nations that we don't need to go to. But if you just get the spirit of the law, you understand that the Most High wants you to be with your people,
Yep.
And it says that. It actually says that, What's your next precept here?
Yeah. And hit me on 10. Start on 10, Hezekiah, for me real quick.
I got you. This is Ezra 10 and verse 1. Now, when Ezra had prayed and when he had confessed, weeping and casting himself down before the house of God, there assembled unto him out of Israel a very great congregation of men and women and children, for the people wept very sore. And Shechaniah, the son of Jehiel, one of the sons of Elam, answered and said unto Ezra, we have trespassed against our God, and have taken strange wives of the people of the land. Yet now there is hope in Israel concerning this thing. Now therefore, let us make a covenant with our God to put away all the wives, and such as are born of them, according to the counsel of my Lord, and of those that tremble at the commandment of our God, and let it be done according to the law.
Because that's in the law, God. He said, do not, Deuteronomy 7:3, right? Not to marry outside of your race, man. Don't give
That's
your
right.
sons to their daughters or their daughters to your son, right? The Most High is magnificent, man, right? A lot of people don't understand that. Like, that really bothers him. Yes. And here's Ezra saying, hey, man, got to go back and get the chief priests and all and wake up. What you doing? Put them away, man, right? The Lord gave you 12 tribes, man. You got all kind of women you can choose from that's got glory and a crown. We don't need to step out. And true enough, this brother had to know, somebody had to say, look, man, you playing Russian roulette when you over there messing with them girls. I'm telling you, man. Right. And you can't feel Brody and be like, well, I ain't worried. I'm grown. I can do what I want, man. Right? And these dudes was just lurking. And you could tell they was evil and hatred, man. Feel all up in them as they sat down, man.
Slakia.
And this man lost his life, man, because he decided to go and get with some white girls, man, to try to get, you know what I'm saying? I guess he wanted some of that icing, that white icing.
He wanted a snow cone, man.
He wanted that sweet milk of magnesia.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Oh man.
All praises, man.
Kyle, let me get a script in there too. Did you have another precept, guy?
Go ahead.
Let me get Sirach 13 and 16 Baba Kashah.
All right.
All praises.
This is Sirach 13 and 16.
Uh-huh.
All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like.
Right.
What fellowship have the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly.
Come on. Keep on going.
What agreement is there between the hyena and a dog?
Uh-huh.
And what peace between the rich and the poor?
So the Most High saying, what we got to do with them? You know, on another level, basically, you know, we're the mistreated, and they're the mistreaters. You know, they are the oppressors, and we're the oppressed. How do we mix? How can we mix on a you know, consensual level? You know, like, how are we that dumb? They're the oppressors, and we're just trying our best to just, you know what I mean, go out our way to save them, to love them. You know, man, even over our own flesh and blood. It's ridiculous, and his brother paid the ultimate price. You know,
that's right.
Let me get one more. I'm gonna get Sirach 26 and 21 Baba Kashah.
Okay, let me grab that. 26.
It might start at 20 Baba Kashah.
26 and 20.
Uh-huh.
Got you. This is Sirach 26 and verse 20. When thou hast gotten a fruitful possession through all the field, sow it with thy own seed, trusting in the goodness of thy stock.
Right. Talking about your own bloodline, your own people.
Verse 21. So thy race which thou leavest shall be magnified.
Oh, your race. Salaki, King.
No, you go ahead.
Now I was just gonna say your race gonna be magnified. Your people, like Chief brought out, the Most High is a separatist. He is you would say racist. Yeah. He favors one group of people than the other. You know what I mean? He does, and it's all throughout the scriptures too. You know, Isaac, even though he had the wrong choice, but he favored Esau over Jacob. You know what I mean? You know, it's favorites. You know, we was taught, now I love all my kids the same and all of that. The Most High don't feel like that. And he don't feel and I'm grateful that he don't, you know. Yeah. But he also gave us, like General said, he gave us instructions to know what to do and how to navigate.
That's
and
right.
to deal with this thing to keep us out of this type of trouble. Like we
You
said,
know,
That's
you
right.
saying that, Cap, same way with Abraham with Isaac. His third wife, Abraham's, he had all the other sons. He sent them off.
Right. Huh?
he said, it's for Isaac, my only son. He sent them all out, gave them gifts, cast them out. His favorite was Isaac.
What about Joseph? Jacob gave Joseph the coat of many colors. Hey, they was hot. Hey, Judah, all of them was hot. Hey, they was hot, man. Hey.
Well, they trying to kill them. Boy, they was gonna draw blood.
Hey, the father done gave them some righteous drip, and then they wanted it. They were hating.
Hey, on top of that, he was chilling in the crib and they all out in the field and stuff.
Yeah. Damn.
Hey, they was hot. They was hot.
You know y'all gonna bow to me one day.
Right.
What?
Oh, for real, nigga? Come on out
here. All right. Hey, why don't y'all take a trip with me?
Right. Yeah. They
so that, I mean, Most High, you from reading the book, from reading the Bible, it shows you that, you know, he's a separatist. He is, you can say racist, man, because he favors a nation of people.
No doubt.
I mean, there's no denying that in the Bible. I don't know why people get upset at that. And they always saying, man, we all, or what's that they like to say? We all bleed red or something like that.
Yeah.
We all bleed red, brother.
Show the dogs too.
Right.
Man, that's crazy. Because, and that's what's so funny about that is that the Most High, even amongst us, has a separation.
Yeah,
he knows there's gonna be 1/3 that's gonna do what they're supposed to, and then there's gonna be the 2/3 that's gonna be cut off. And he made it that way. So you think that he's just gonna let you slide in, but he gonna do his people like that?
Right.
Lie. Don't make no sense. He's gonna punish us and then just, come on in. Just come on in. Everybody else. Sit your child on the porch while everybody else in the house.
And that's what they want us to believe, just like the Edomite that came up this last Shabbat. Yeah. Like, oh, you get to just walk in scot-free. You ain't did nothing. You come on, man.
Didn't even earn it. He didn't go through nothing. Keep no law, just gonna get a free pass. Free.
Right.
We didn't even really get to touch on it about that. We didn't even get to touch on all that with him.
No, we didn't.
Because he said that he said he believed that we got to keep the law. But then I believe we started to go in on that, and he tried to change the subject.
Yeah, no doubt. And then he started pouting and sat on the ground and he stopped answering questions for a minute.
Sit in the dust, old daughter of Babylon.
That's right.
Hey, he said Jesus was a Arab.
Yeah,
man, he had many doctrines.
Yeah,
how Joseph had a coat of many colors. Esau had a mind of many doctrines.
Yeah, he was way off. Hey, and we broke that thing down too. But God. Hey, on this one though, is one thing I did want to touch on. That I think, Chief, you might give me Leviticus 19:16, Baba Gashai.
Leviticus, yeah, that's a good one. 19 and 16.
And it's because I'm like, how this dude, some Edomites roll up to the club. He just come out the club and like, oh yeah, how did he get him in the car? How did that happen?
I was trying to figure that too. That brother had, if he just walked in the car, he had no situational awareness of what was going on
at all.
You ain't gonna catch me. You ain't gonna walk me into no car.
Right.
You had to have me at gunpoint, a knife point or something, but I'm still fighting.
Man, really? That's what I'm like. Come on, bro. He didn't, like you said, he did not listen to nothing that his parents told him. You don't go with no strangers. You know what I mean? All that type of stuff. This dude is just willy-nilly. And one more thing. General, if you're still in the Apocrypha, can you give me Sirach 19 and 30? We're gonna get Chiefs real quick though.
Okay, Con, I'm already there.
Okay.
Leviticus 19 and 16.
Yes, sir.
It says, "Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people." Neither
Mhm.
shall thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord.
So that's the
Right.
point. We should not stand against the blood. If we see our brother out there getting destroyed, getting beat, or about to get in a bad situation, even we can go into the next verse that says that we got to rebuke our brother. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the love that we got. We got to rebuke our. And they're like, bro, you breaking the law. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Your mama told you. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah. So we gotta remind the brother when we going off, and that's that's what we building a community. Sometimes we may have to have that conversation. Bro, you ain't got your fringes on. You know what I mean? Come on, King.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, brother,
My
get
bad,
right,
my
get his
bad.
fringes on, and now he keeping the law. All praise to the Most High, and you repented, and that's what the scriptures say, that the angels, they are applauding. They're happy. They're praising the Lord when a sinner repents. Because even if I don't got my fringes, I done broke a law. I get my fringes back. I done repented. You know what I mean? And it's just that simple. Just like that, I could become a sinner just like that. But I repent, come back. That glorifies the Most High.
Hey, I got the precept for that real quick, just so the people have it.
What?
That's Luke 15:7. I say unto you that likewise joy shall be in heaven over one sinner that repents. Moreover, more than over 99 just persons who need no repentance.
That's right.
That's right. Huh.
That's a deep scripture right there. The Lord said, "Hey, that one person that repent is going to be because that might be the one that caused him to come. You know what I mean? That's the one that we was waiting on. So all praise to the Most High. When we have to, and somebody you going to correct me too, because you know what I mean? I'm me. And so hey, we had that conversation, and it is what it is. We get right, we repent, and all praise to the Most High. We keep it moving, and had the angels celebrate. What was this? Would the angels do what now?
It said that there'll be there's likewise joy be in heaven over one sinner.
So the angels are rejoicing over me when I was sinning. My brother came to me and told me to get right, and I shook it off and I repented and I got right. Now the angels are rejoicing. All praise to the Most High.
That's verse 10. I was doing the one above it. Verse 10 is likewise I say unto you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one that repenteth. Had to make sure I got that for the people.
And that's dope. Like she said, I hope you got your scripture. You know what I mean? That's how we come into this thing. We knew a little bit of what we thought we knew, and then these brothers, Most High made this platform where we could listen to other brothers teach and compare it to the scriptures, actually in the Bible, and see, you know what I mean, and compare this thing, meditate on it. That's how we learn these scriptures, and also just learn meditating on our own. So you got to clean your pad, do the same thing.
That's right.
But just in closing, if these people were keeping the law, they would have known to not stand against his blood and to rebuke your neighbor. You going off, bro. You know what I mean? You dealing with the white girl. You getting in the car with these devils. You know what I mean? And if he was keeping the law, he would have heeded their instruction and his parents. But he didn't. Everybody's lawless. So he paid the ultimate price.
Yeah,
and last scripture there, Jenny.
I got that for you. This is Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, verse 19 and verse 30.
Start at 29.
29? Starting at verse 29. A man may be known by his look, and one that have understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. A man's attire and excessive laughter and gait showeth what he is.
The water king. So that's just saying, you know what I mean? Your appearance says a lot. The way you carry yourself, the way you handle yourself says a whole lot,
That's right.
And we were taught that as kids, your parents ain't let you go out the house looking any kind of way, and it's just, that's just how we got to carry ourselves. We got to be militant in this thing for the most part. Ain't nothing wrong with laugh. We around our family, we can let our guards down. We get in the high holy days. We're around our people, man. We have a good time, But when we amongst these people, the scriptures say to be sober and vigilant, because your enemy the devil walks around seeking who he may devour. So
That's right.
if the brother was on his P's and Q's, they said he was the life of the party. He going out doing all of this stuff, and he in the middle of the party. Nah, man. We know we in captivity. We hey man, we on our P's and Q's. We got to be vigilant at all times.
That's right. Hey, just to bring out something else with that, in verse 30, a lot of people might not know what gate is. That word G-A-I-T, if you're looking at it in your Apocrypha, that word means like the way that you walk. So it's saying like the way, like that just backs up what Captain Jehu was saying. Like it's when the way you move or the way you walk, that's how they're gonna see you. That's what you are. I just wanted to bring that little nugget out for people, because sometimes you be reading things and you're like, man, what is that? I don't know what that is, but just keep moving, keep it moving.
Yeah, that's a great point, though. That's a great point. That's a great point. Yeah. So how you carry yourself, how you walk, how you move, people are, everybody's studying everybody, It only take 30 seconds for you to, what I mean? Most times for you to figure somebody out. Oh, okay. You kind of see how they, kind of get an understanding of what type of person they are. So, we got to be vigilant in this thing, man, especially when we're around the enemy. You got to first know who your enemies are. He didn't have no, like you said, would you say he ain't had no situational awareness?
Right.
None.
None at all. You ain't gonna catch me walking out with two men I don't know, just out to nowhere.
Edomites too?
Man, you had to be high, drunk, drugged, something.
Yeah. You got to have some sense. You got to have some sense to know, man, you don't need to be in areas where you see less of us. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. I mean, that's common sense, man. Like when I was in church and everything, man, and that white dude was like, hey, man, we're going up here to Sevierville Mountains. We're going to be camping. We're going to be hiking. We're going to, man, what I look like telling him, sure, I'm going to join you, buddy. I wasn't dumb. I was like, hell nah, that ain't for me. You ain't putting no deer antlers on me and telling me run, nigga. We're going to hunt you. I'm like, nah, it ain't happening. And I knew the Lord was like, brother, you go up there, you ain't coming back. I was like, you ain't going to bury me in the mountains up there. Find you another partner. No.
Right.
God. See, Chief moving in wisdom.
Right. Even before he was in the truth, huh?
The Lord even before. That's what I'm saying. Just got to have some kind of sense to be like, nah, what are you doing talking about something? Yeah, buddy, let's go. We love the Lord. And come on, man. I straight up, nah, hell no. Don't know nothing about it. Hey, we don't do the hunting. We ain't, that's them. That's their game.
Peace out.
We chill in tents, man. We ain't worried about all that.
Right. Yeah, how forbid we would have been doing a Tuesday night time travel on Chief. Man, the brother we had no situation.
No, man.
They're like this. They'll be on tonight's news. Chief, you're mad.
No.
Fell with antlers on in the mountains.
Oh no.
Hell no, boy.
He must have killed himself and hung himself.
This brother should have had some kind of sense to be like, no, man. There's still some places they got sundown. You can't even enter.
Mm-hmm.
They'll tell you better be out of here before the sun get down.
Yeah.
You got to know this stuff, man.
Yeah, that's towns like close to us that are like still like that.
You know it.
So, dang.
Hey, what sis got she got a half a precept right there.
Yeah, that's from Joshua. That's from Joshua 1:8. If I'm right.
About the keeping the commandments.
Mm-hmm.
It says, for then you shall make your way prosperous, and then you shall have good success.
Right.
That's right.
That's what the law does. It teaches us how to walk through this life and how to navigate through situations that we don't know how to handle on our everyday. Like when you run across something of your enemy, like it's somebody, maybe you and your neighbor quarreling with each other, and his ox fell in the hole. You're like, man, bump that nigga. You know, I ain't gonna do it. But the law say, hey, you got to help your brother out. Like, dang, I might not want to do it, but I love my Lord, so let me get that out. And then maybe the Most High take that stony heart of yours and make it one of flesh, and then you and your brother reconcile.
That's what it's about too. That's why I tell us to gather, man. Deal with each other, man. I get mad when my kids don't want to be around each other. Hey, man, What are you talking about? You all y'all got, man. Y'all,
That's
y'all,
it.
you
Hey,
know,
you ain't gonna get no closer.
right,
You ain't getting no closer than that, man.
right.
Shoot. That's why when General brought that out earlier, trust not the enemy.
Yeah,
Hey, the Lord knows what he's talking about when he said that, man.
right.
You can't be going on flights with them, getting in, going up to communities, camps with them, and you cannot do that, man. Y'all already done had a brother that went camping and came up missing, and they said, hey, we don't know what happened to him after he told his wife he didn't want to stay. He was just going to, it was his friends and everything. Next minute, he told his wife, I'm gonna text you to come and get me. I'm gonna stay for about an hour, then you come. She never received the text. She knew something was wrong. And then they gonna come to the attorneys and stuff. Hey man, we don't know what happened to him. Then you had the sister that had to spend a night at her white friend's house, and then they said, "Oh, she just died in her sleep."
Oh yeah.
How the hell she gonna die in her sleep? What are you talking about, man? What was going on over there, man? That this sister lost her life. She lost her life, and they said we don't know what happened to her. How the hell a house full of women? Y'all ain't gonna know what happened to her. She the only one. Only one.
Right.
You cannot trust these people, man. I think it's so hard for people to accept, man, because they look and been traumatized for so long, how America been going and going. And y'all kings brought that out earlier, that they don't see the downfall of America. It's falling. The collapsed bridges, the shooting over there in Russia. Hey, we in them end times for sure. We there.
That's right.
That's right.
All praises to the Most High, man, for bringing this thing and revealing it to his prophets, letting them know, hey, it's about that time. It's the wake-up call now.
Salakia, shout out to the squad, Judy Jew in the chat, Shiloh,
Shalom,
Shalom, look at dearly beloved Deborah,
God.
Shalom,
Shalom,
everybody in the chat. If I miss somebody, Salakia, but Shalom to the chat. We got the DOZ in the chat, the daughters of Zion, mighty men of Israel in the chat. Full house in here, baby.
Full house.
Okay.
That's it. Man, beautiful.
All praise.
Y'all want to hear some more of this?
Yeah, let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Evidence and get details and things like that. So anytime the GBI would crack the case a little, the guys from the sheriff department would go, tell people who's being informant, who's doing this, who's talking. Then they would apply pressure. And again, like I said, they got rid of the actual police department, law enforcement got rid of all the evidence that was involved in this Timothy Coggins lynching. So what the GBI agency would do is every 6 months, they would cycle their unsolved cases. Even if these cases were 10 years old or more, they would cycle these cases and give them to new investigators with hopes that the new investigator may see something that the other one didn't see. Now, this went on year after year after year. This Timothy Coggins thing, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, unsolved, nothing, cold case. Now, everything changed in the year 2016. And what happened in 2016 was this case landed on a desk of a special investigator with the GBI named Jared Coleman. Now, at this time, Jared Coleman is young. He's trying to prove himself. He's only been with this agency for 2 years. Now, this Timothy Coggins lynching case came to him. And what he did is he actually went out and did the work. And when he did the work, he immediately realized that there was nothing in this file on Timothy Coggins lynching. Absolutely nothing to start off with. Barely anything. So we looked into some police interviews. And what he did have, these interviews, the information that he did have pointed towards these two guys, Frankie Gebhardt and Bill Moore. These are the two guys that came and picked Timothy Coggins up from the club that night. And these two, by the way, people, they are brother-in-law, okay? They're brother-in-laws, these two, Frankie Gebhardt and Bill Moore. They're always together, and they do live in this trailer park where Timothy Coggins' body was found. Remember, his body was found right outside in a grassy area under a tree. They live right there, okay? Yeah. They live right there. So Frankie Gebhardt, he was interviewed. He gave the typical okey doke. And this guy, Bill Moore, the one who worked with him, his brother-in-law, he wasn't even interviewed in the past. So on record, they only have Timothy Gebhardt being interviewed, and he's like, whatever, real cocky and arrogant. He ain't worried about it. And Bill Moore, the one who worked with him, they didn't interview him at all. So the investigator who has this case now named Jared Coleman, he did see that there was an inmate named Christopher Vaughn, okay? Christopher Vaughn, this inmate, was 10 years of age when this happened to Timothy Coggins. And he was actually somebody who was out doing some squirrel hunting when Timothy Coggins' body was discovered in 1983. So he's a 10-year-old at the time, and he was out with whoever doing squirrel hunting, and they stumbled upon Timothy Coggins' body out there, okay? Now, in the past, this guy, Christopher Vaughn, he had wrote to investigators saying that this guy, Frankie Gebhardt, admitted to me multiple times that he did this to Timothy Coggins. He did this through the years. He said, I mean, he told me that he did this and he threw the murder weapon down the well behind his trailer, okay? So this guy, Vaughn, heard this Gebhardt say this since he was 10 years of age, since he was a young one, boasting about it. He heard him boasting about it all the way up until his adulthood, okay? He would hear Frankie Gebhardt talk about this. So this investigator Coleman noticed that there were no follow-up interviews with this guy Vaughn, who's saying that, hey, Gebhardt told me he did this to Coggins. So Coleman noticed that, listen, they're not even following up with this guy. Like, nobody did nothing for this case. Of course, we know why they didn't, because this is something that happened to a black man. They know that a white man did it. They're not looking to this. And this is why this case went cold for 34 years. All the evidence was destroyed. The people in the town didn't want to talk. And the few people that they did have to talk, the sheriffs didn't want to follow up on it. And the GBI guys they got in the past were probably just lazy. In addition, this same town that Timothy Coggins lives in, now they have a local sheriff by the name of Daryl Dix. He's the new sheriff, okay? 30 years later, yeah, but he's the new sheriff. Now, this guy, Daryl Dix, right, the new sheriff, he wanted to strengthen the sheriff's department's relationship with the county's black resident. That's what he was set out to. That's what he wanted to do. So he heard about this situation with Timothy Coggins as well. And he knew from the time that he heard about Timothy Coggins being killed, that he knew that many of the local sheriffs at the time on the department that he's the head of now, many of these local sheriffs were members of the KKK, okay? He knew this. So this was a strong reason for this case just going cold. He knew, like, them guys was all KKK, you know, years before I came in. So this guy, Daryl Dix, and a young GBI investigator named Jared Coleman, now they're on the case. They're going to get to the bottom of this thing after 30 years. That's what they decided they're going to do. So they went back to the crime scene, which was an open field that was between cornfields and a power line. And they compared what they saw in the photos that they had of at the time of Timothy Coggins' murder. They relived it, thought about it. They thought about the fact that he'd been stabbed dozens of times and dragged behind his truck along this power line back there, which just mutilated him, okay? So
it's like, you guys, he said drug in the back of a truck. Who that remind you of? That happened before. See, that happened later. Was it James Byrd? And what was that? Was that Houston?
That was in Texas, yeah.
Texas, yeah. And this happened in 1983. So in the book of Ecclesiastes, nothing's new under the sun. They drugged this brother.
That's right.
That's crazy.
Man. What a horrible death, too, man.
That is terrible.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine that.
Golly.
That's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
What this GBI investigator, right, decided he was going to do, Jared Coleman, he said, I'm going to go and interview Frankie Gebhardt again. Frankie Gebhardt is one of those white guys who came to the club to pick up Timothy Coggins. He said, okay, let me go interview this man. This guy, Frankie Gebhardt, now was 59 years of age, but he's a career thug. At the time that the investigator Coleman decided to go see him, he was already in custody at the Spalding County Detention Center on an unrelated sexual assault charge. So Jared Coleman, he went in to interview Frankie Gebhardt again. When he went to go see him, he was cold. He said, I don't know a damn thing about that. Okay. Investigator Coleman asked him about the murder weapon or a knife that was used to do this to Timothy Coggins, you know, because this informant had been telling them, like, listen, he had the knife and he threw the knife down the well behind the trailer. Frankie Gebhardt is cold. He replied, yo, will y'all come out there and dig up my well then? You know, talking cocky, okay? Wow. So after this meeting, investigator Coleman felt as though Frankie Gebhardt was lying. and he worked the case, okay? And he encountered person after person who told him that Gebhardt had in fact bragged about this killing, bragged about doing this to Timothy Coggins. And they said most of the people who talked to investigator Coleman told him that Gebhardt had discovered that Timothy Coggins had been sleeping with his old lady, who's a white woman who went by the name Mickey, okay? They said that she went by Mickey, and they said that Timothy Coggins had previously ripped Gebhardt off on a drug deal. That's what some people had said. So investigator Coleman, he identified Mickey as a white woman by the name of Ruth Elizabeth Gay. Now, this woman, Ruth Elizabeth Gay, she left the state forever right after the Timothy Coggins murder, and she passed away in the year of 2010. So she's not around. But this is the information that Coleman is getting about what happened to Timothy Coggins, about what Gebhardt bragged about. Now he's getting some more stuff from white people in the community. And now, because this Gebhardt and this guy Moore, they picked Timothy Coggins up from the nightclub. They took him to this hanging tree, okay? They stabbed him up. They dragged him on the back of the truck, left him for dead. This is what the information that Coleman is getting, and this was what people had already figured would happen. But now they believe that they did the stabbing at the tree. They took him to this area called the hanging tree, stabbed him up, cut the Confederate flag in him, dragged him on the back of the truck, left him there for dead. So this guy Gebhardt who did this, he's really feeling himself with this Timothy Coggins situation. He felt that he got away with it. These people ain't gonna catch me. There's nothing they could do. I got rid of the murder weapon. I'm good. He continued to even brag about this at age 59 while he's in jail with a sexual assault case pending. After Jared Coleman, the investigator, came in to talk to him, he started bragging about it again. Okay? Now, what this investigator named Jared Coleman knew was, he knew that in order to crack this case, he had to get a hold of the murder weapon. He said if he got a hold of that murder weapon, he could crack the case. And he believed that this murder weapon was still in this well behind this trailer, in this trailer park that Gebhardt bragged about, that so many people actually told him. He said he dropped the knife down the well. But the problem was this well was too close to the trailer. Now, it was impossible to excavate this well without just destroying the whole house, okay? So that was the problem with getting into this well. But investigator Jared Coleman had an answer. What he did was he called a hydrovac company in Atlanta that could blast water into the well, blast a bunch of water into the well, and then just vacuum up any loose debris without destroying the trailer that was by the house, okay? So he called them out there. This hydrovac company did just that. They sucked up years of trash and dirt and muck out of this nasty well. And when they all came out, they discovered all kinds of stuff. But what they also found was a pair of old Adidas shoes that belonged to Timothy Coggins, a white t-shirt that looked like it was torn and had multiple stab wounds and marks on it, okay? And also, most importantly, a broken knife. So they had their evidence. Boom. Now it's time to go ahead and take this thing to trial. We got him, they said, okay? So what prosecutors did is they called more than a dozen witnesses. They called the medical examiner who was going to come in to verify various wounds on Timothy Coggins' body. They called family, they called friends, people who testified that Timothy Coggins had definitely, in fact, been playing in the snow. He was dating a blue-eyed brunette. Okay, so they called people to testify of that, family and friends of Timothy Coggins. They also called 7 people who were residents of this trailer park, and they also called inmates at various correctional facilities. And some of these people were inmates and lived at the trailer park. Some of them were both, okay? And these were all people that Frankie Gebhardt had admitted to them that he had committed this murder of Timothy Coggins. So they feeling like they got him. We got the murder weapon, we got the people, we got all this. Outcome of the trial, the judge sentenced Gebhardt to life in prison, put him away forever. You're gonna die in there. The judge said, hopefully, sir, you will stab your last victim. And that was it, okay? William Moore, the guy who was working with Timothy Coggins, his so-called crimey, his brother-in-law, he agreed to plead a manslaughter in exchange for a 20-year sentence. But people, this guy, William Moore, was so sick and messed up that he died during the trial. He's already dealing with his punishment for everything that he did in his life. He passed away during the trial, okay? So William Moore, he was going anyway because he was sick. So people, that's what happened. They finally solved this after over 30 years. The Coggins family gets justice. Condolences to the Coggins family. And that's what it took, 30 years. They finally could put this man away, who was bragging about it for years. So people, check this out. What's interesting about this too was what took place in the year of 1983. Just imagine if this troll, Frankie Gebhardt, the killer, had not bragged about what he did and kept his mouth shut. Could you imagine if he wasn't such a bum junkie, a drunk, and a drug addict to where he always had to boast and run his mouth all trashy and everything? Just imagine if he didn't brag to people. It would have worked out for him. That's what put him away, was his mouth. Because he was so confident they wouldn't catch him, he figured, I could just go ahead and talk what I want and say what I want about this. Look how long it took, people. It took 34 years, okay? And it also took the perfect situation for a crime that was easy to solve. First, the entire town and the police and the sheriff department, they never broke. His community was racist. They knew about it. They didn't say anything. They kept quiet, okay? Members of the sheriff department or the police force at the time, they were his KKK brothers, okay? They were his actual KKK brothers. Now, these guys in prison actually turned on him and said some things, but I'm sure they started talking to work out some deals so they can get some reduced time also. I'm sure that that's what the case was with that. It also took for this new sheriff to come to this county and be somebody, this guy, Daryl Dix, who said he wanted to, build a rapport with the black community. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to form a bond with this black community. So it took for him being in place. It also took for this young GBI investigator, Jared Coleman, new on the job, trying to prove himself, eager to make his bones and prove that he's a good detective. It took for him being on that case. And they needed all of this just to solve a simple case that could have been solved in 1 week. 34 years, and it took the perfect thing to happen with the sheriff, the GBI investigator, all that, to solve this case, okay? And people, this is what goes on in these towns. This is how it goes down. This goes to show you that in so many of these cases, where these towns say, we don't have evidence. There's nothing. We don't have this. Throughout history, we heard this. We don't have that. There's no evidence. This happens. This is what happens to black people, man. And everybody knows that these police in these towns, they throw away the evidence. They covered it up. They almost got away with this one too. Look, 34 years. It took for the perfect setup to catch this dude that could have been solved in 1 week. And that's also why people, the case with Tamla Horsford in Georgia, Tamla who went to the sleepover, that's why that's not solved. That entire town knows what happened to her. Everybody that was at the party knows what happened to her. The police department knows what happened to her. Nothing, okay? That's why these things go on. But people, this case was terrible. Timothy Coggins, a lesson you should take. He wanted to go out there and play in the snow. He wanted to chase his desires, get with the white chick so bad. He was warned by family. He knew that this was something that you shouldn't be doing, but he just had to lay with Becky. He had to get with her, and this would cost him his life ultimately. Not saying that these guys weren't going around abusing other black people, because they were. They actually, this guy Gebhardt and his brother-in-law, they actually would brag about old times when they got drunk and how easy it was to take the life of a black person, this and that. So they were doing things like that in this town for years, the Klan and other people. But Timothy Coggins, man, they specifically went at him because he wanted to play in the snow.
Wow.
So there you go. People, get in the comments. Let me know what you think about this story, Timothy.
Wow.
Con, great story, King.
Wow.
Great story.
That was wild.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
One thing I noticed as he was telling that, you saw how Esau had tears at the end.
Yeah.
Like what? I bet you had no tears the whole time to catch up to you.
Right. Oh. And like he said, it happened at the perfect time, because think about it. Yahweh, he could have made them catch him automatically and him surfing. Yeah. But Yahweh waited because the white dude, the murderers, they were probably in their, mid 20s, mid 30s, mid 40s, whatever, decent,
Right.
you know what I mean? They probably with decent health then. He wait 30-some years later when they old men now. Oh, now you got to serve this 20, 30-year bid, and you in there with some dogs, some real dogs. You know what I mean? The young boys and them young bulls in there. And now it's worse than hell. You in there, you know what I mean, dealing with these brothers. And hey, man, the Most High know exactly what he doing.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he waited
And
today. Oh, you can't even defend yourself now. Now you
Yeah.
70, 60 years old, 70 years old, got to do a 20-year, 30-year bid. You ain't gonna get out, and you got to, you know what I mean? Hey,
yeah, that blood is on you. You still gonna have to pay for that, right?
oh, yeah.
I mean,
That's
that's
right.
something big time, man. You know, hey, in order to kill somebody like that, you gotta have hate.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Right.
That was overkill, man. How many times they styled him, hook him up to that truck, no remorse. Hey, no pity. They show no pity. So what makes you think the Most High going to show pity?
No,
So Most High said, I'm going to bring judgment according to your ways. Like everything you did. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Let's get Psalms 10 and 13, and then Ezekiel 7 and 8. Work your way to 9. Let's show you according to the Bible, man. While the spirit is brewing, and these brothers up here, man, and we done seen this thing, man. And this thing done rattled the spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because whether you want to believe it or not, that's a brother of ours, man. As Cap brought out earlier, you know, to show brotherly love to your brothers and everything. We remembering the blood that was spilled of our people, man. And that blood is still crying out today, man. And these guys think they ain't got to pay for it. That's why it's easy for them to kill. They like, we ain't got to pay for it. Get away with it. We're going to get away with it. No, you're not. Then you want to set up and get hands and everything, shout and say we are one. It's too late for that. Let's see what the Bible says.
You want it Psalms 10 and
10 and 13.
Okay, this is Psalms 10 and 13. Wherefore doeth the wicked condemneth God? He hath said in his heart, thou wilt not require it.
You see that? He ain't gonna require what we did. We can just ask for forgiveness, like to the white Jesus we have as our Lord and Savior. He's gonna forget about all of this, right? No, he's not. Watch what he say here in Ezekiel 7 and 8 and 9 on down. Watch what the Most High say. It matters what the Most High says, man. Okay, listen to what the Most High said.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse number 8. Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon you, and accomplish my anger upon you, and I will judge you according to your ways, and will recompense you for all your abominations. And mine eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense you according to your ways and your abominations that are in the midst of you. And you shall know that I am the Lord that smiteth.
Praise the Most High for that thing, man. He said, I ain't gonna have no pity. I'm gonna smack you according to your way. He said it twice, just affirm it. He said, you're gonna know it's me that do it too. Because this hurts the Father, man.
Oh, yeah.
He loves us enough, man. Yeah, the chastise, but he loves us, man. And the Lord said, look, according to your ways and your abomination, I'm gonna get you, man.
Right.
You ain't getting away with it. Just as y'all had no pity, what y'all did to this brother, he said, I'm gonna have no pity. See, that's a balanced God right there. That's that's why I serve him. He balanced.
That's right.
Ain't nothing better than that, man.
God.
That's right.
God.
God. All praise to the Most High. God.
All praise.
Oh, yeah, that just shows you the personality of our Father, man. You know, the churches got it wrong. He ain't just no all love and forget about this and that. Nah, you're going to have to deal with it. And that just shows you the boundaries. Like, if you don't want to pay for it, don't touch it. Don't do it. You know what I mean? That's just the understanding of you know, sin. Like, you know, you get to a point where you be like, man, I would do that, but I don't feel like going through. I'm going to have to pay for it. And I know, you know, it's going to be something that I really want. He's going to take away, you know, or whatever it might be. So, you know, that's the main thing. We just got to fear the Lord and his judgments.
That's right. That's right.
And
you know, General just brought out, General, you got your precept for that one. You said sought it with tears, Esau, Hebrews 12. He just brought that out. I wonder if somebody caught that, because at the end of you seen the dude crying.
Yeah.
He was seeking that forgiveness. No, you ain't getting it. They can't get it.
I'll pull it for you, General.
I got it.
You got it?
Hebrews 12.
16.
This is Hebrews 12 and 16. Is there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright? For ye know how that afterwards, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
Man, wow. Cause he was crying like, I'm sorry. It's too late.
Too
It's
late.
too late.
And
That's
it
right.
said profane person such as Esau. He was in jail for a sexual assault or whatever it was. You know what I mean? That's Esau to the T.
That's
You
right.
know?
Kind.
General, you said you had another precept?
Oh, it was let me back in on that what you were saying about him and his game. It was talking about how he gonna profit, like his the things he did, he thought it profited him, but in the end he ended up getting recompense on that. This is Sirach 20 and verse 10. There is a gift that is not profit, Salakia. There is a gift that shall not profit thee, and there is a gift whose recompense is double.
Mm.
Yeah, so he thought he was doing something good for his nation, getting rid of the black people, right? And then and then the judge awarded him something double.
Yeah. And then on even further than that, he's gonna go to the afterlife and see that Coggins is there under, you know what I mean, Abraham's bosom, and he gonna have to go, you know what I mean? Hey, he getting double for real. He getting double
Man,
for real.
imagine when imagine this. You down here with your Ku Klux Klan brothers, you die, go to heaven, and everybody all black.
Right. That's what he experienced. That's what he experienced. Man. Hey, man.
Everybody black. The
be
angels black.
Right.
Man, look, Peter at the gate, like they be talking about. He's sitting there swinging his dread at the gate, and he's like, I'm in this must be hell.
Hell.
Yes, it is. It sure is for you.
That's right. That's right. And the Bible says shame gonna cover Esau's face. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna be able to hide his shame. He gonna be ashamed for what he did, and then he ain't gonna be able to, we gonna know exactly what you did. You gonna pay. Let me get a couple precepts in there, King. You mind giving me Psalm 64, Baba Kashai.
Got you.
1 through 8.
'64, 1 through 8.
Matter of fact, just
Psalms.
Yeah, you got it.
Go ahead.
That's cool. No, that's cool. We'll go 1 through
8. God. This is Psalms 64, starting at verse 1. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Right.
Who welt their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Right.
They that shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Right.
They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Salakia. What Esau was doing, they coming up with a plan. Oh, I heard he over here, he over there. Let's go get him. We're gonna take him over here. We're just gonna kill him. You know what I mean? We're gonna do that. No, we should drag him behind the truck. We're gonna do this and that. You know what I mean? We're gonna do this. Hey, ain't nobody gonna know. Who's gonna care? Jim Bob is my my clan's buddy. We play poker on Saturday nights, and you know what I mean, all of this type of stuff. So that's Esau's plot right there. Keep on going, Baba Kashai.
Verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
Salakia.
Oh,
and that goes into the sheriff in them. they searched out the iniquity because they really just trying to make a name for themselves. They trying to benefit themselves. But Esau is good at searching out iniquity, man. He'll go back in your past, your history on your computer. You know, they do DNA, all of that. They search out iniquity, right? Keep on going, God.
Con. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded.
That's the one that he died while the proceeding was going on during the court. Suddenly the Lord, you know what I mean, took him out. He didn't even make it through the court case. You know what I mean? God. That last verse, Baba get shot.
Verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
That's exactly what happened. He made his own tongue fall upon his own self.
40 scriptures.
Man, 30-something years later, he told on his own self, you are idiot.
Right.
He crying and you dumb. Man.
You're a fool.
You're a fool, man. A fool, man. You know, these scriptures, man, it just paints the picture. You know, it shows you what, you know, these precepts are attached to life. It just shows you what's really going on, man. It brings it to life.
It also shows you who the enemy is. It identifies who the enemy is.
Exactly. Because they match it to the T.
And match, I mean, like I said earlier, if they ain't Esau, who is it? Who is it?
Right.
Right. That's wild.
Yeah.
Oh, just to finish that out, in verse 8, all that see them shall flee away.
Esau through, man. Esau finished, man. You know, back, 100 years ago, he'd have got away with it. You know, it's come more modern times. These white boys, they only care about themselves and money and prestige and, you know, the next level in their careers. So Esau said, hey, man, he got to go. You know what I mean? I'm going to do what he got to do because I'm trying to make captain or, you know, whatever. I'm trying to, whatever he's trying to do. And
you remember by you saying that if they don't own the banks, the entertainment, they own everything. You see how they done fired Candace Owens for even questioning one of their rabbis.
Oh yeah.
I heard what's his name? Ben Shapiro. Yeah, they had a clashing, and they said, "Nah, we can't deal with you no more."
Now she's stuck in the middle because most black people don't like her, you know. And then, you know what I mean? The Edomites, she kind of stuck in the middle and got the Edomite husband.
Yeah, you know she was on the Breakfast Club not too long ago.
Yeah,
so she gonna be trying to lean towards this way, black people, you know how we are. Like we'll forgive her for whatever she said or craziness. She has good points here, and so it's funny how people act when they are taken. When the Most High, I'm gonna say this, when the Most High pulls the rug from under you, you see how people act.
Yeah.
We'll see in the days to come how if she's gonna lean to the left or she's gonna lean to the right, or she's just gonna be like, well, I'm doing this on my own,
Yeah. People get humble, man, when the Most High hit them with that, But we know what to look out for.
That's one that by you saying that too, she kind of stuck in the middle because the Lord also said, man, the time gonna come, we're gonna have to run and be amongst our own people.
That's right.
Isaiah 13 and 14. Okay. Right? And those of you who don't, you're gonna get thrust in the side. I hope you know what that means. That ain't saying that you're just going to be able to say, no, I'm staying with so-and-so. Man, you're gonna get cut up. Right? So now that she done came out and said so much about her own people, she's stuck in the middle. Got an Edomite husband, got a baby bomb and everything. Now she feeling what we feel on a regular basis. How you can work for someone for so long, they can just come out and fire you just like that.
Right. That's how it go, though. The Most High set you up and pull you down.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. John, this is a great story. You know, I'm glad that there was at least a little justice at the end. Can't bring the brother back, but I'm glad Esau, you know, had to pay for a little bit. You know, we're gonna get him again. You know, but all praise to him. Oh, matter of fact, I think I did have another precept though, real quick.
Right.
God, General, you still got your apocrypha?
Oh, I got it all in front of me.
Okay, you mind give me 2nd Ezra 14 and 33 through 35 Bible stuff. Actually, Salakia King, don't even worry about that one. I'm gonna rest my case, man. I ain't gonna go into that one. I was just gonna bring up regeneration. You know, we get to come back. You know, we're regenerated, so all isn't lost when when the righteous die. You know, when the Israelite dies. So, but yeah, you know, we can avoid a lot of this stuff, man, by just knowing the law and keeping the law and watching our steps. You know, meditating this word every day. You know what I mean? And work on yourself. You know, we need to repent for whatever's in our lives right now and work toward this kingdom.
That's right. That's right. That's right, Israel. Very touching story, man. I hate that for the brother, man, but it can be a learning thing for us, man, to don't feel ashamed to be marrying amongst your own people, man, and don't let anyone, a government or whatsoever, tell you, hey, kick the so-called black man out. You independent, you can be on your own. That ain't how God created, that ain't how God made it. Right? We gotta learn to love our women, man. Right? And don't let them create the narrative. No, man. We love our women, man. If we didn't love our women, Most High would never bless us with such a gift, man. We love our women, man. Right? We got to stop trying to look to the, what is that? Where's that precept at where he said, how we look to these other nations for rest and we should find them? Because that's exactly what's happening, man. We're running over here trying to get restoration by joining ourselves with these other nations, and they don't even want you. They don't want you, man. And they ain't supposed to get you. Ain't supposed to have you, man. Right? But yet the young man decided, like he said at the end, man, I got to be with a snow bunny. So I go tell everybody, man, I got a white woman. Because you go white, you know you're right. They can't do no wrong. That's just how it looks. They say you go white, your credit go right. You know what I'm saying? They just there on everything, and everybody runs to the bunny.
Sure. Chief got all the sayings over there.
Right. I didn't know that one. It matched it rhymed though, you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, Esau is the hegemony, man, you know what I mean, right now. And he's about to be put away, but
That's right.
He's the standard, of this society right now. So anything, like you said, if it ain't white, it ain't right. That's what they used to say.
Right.
And all that type of stuff, But
I got a precept to follow up on all of that.
Go ahead.
Romans 12 and 10. It said, be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, in honor, preferring one another.
Right.
You got to prefer your people.
That's right. And I know I do. Man.
Kind. You had anything else?
I don't. I don't.
Well, I think, Chief? Yeah, I think that was it on that, man. It was a good little breakdown tonight for the viewers and everything, man. Thank our viewers and everything, man, for tuning in, man, and being a part of this thing, man, and learning history, because they're not gonna teach us this in school. We didn't know nothing about this, man. It's a cover up. It's so much of our history that's covered up that we don't know about, because if we knew about it, it's going to keep us not wanting to be amongst these people. We're going to want to build our own communities, get our own resources, man, build our own economic system, right? Keep our children from even thinking about trusting them and befriending them, keeping them within inside their own gates, our own tribes and everything, man.
Our own schools. I was thinking about that this morning.
Yeah. They don't want, we the only people that they say off limits to. No, you're not allowed to. Because if you try to go, we're going to Rosewood, we're going to turn around and do Oklahoma, we're going to burn you down. They just don't want us to be happy, man, for nothing. God. And to keep this story hid for years, several people didn't even know about that story, man. And to see it probably the first time and hear it, man, and just be like, God, doggy, y'all hate us with a super passion, man.
God. Hey, great precept from Sister Hannah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lamentations 4:17. She got that one that you were looking for, Chief. As for us, our eyes yet fail for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
That's it. That's the one. That's the precept. That could not save us. That's why we always run to them for everything to save us, man. It's not gonna happen, man. The Lord, the Savior's not there, man. Right? We still holding up white Jesus, man, believing it. And he's not there, y'all. Come on, man. These people know who our Lord. They know that they don't look nothing like them, man. But see, they're confident in what they believe in and walk in. Right? Our history is so rich, man, and they know it. That's why they're trying to cover it. Keep that thing hid under a rock.
Right.
You let this thing come out, man, and brothers put down the guns and put down the Crips and Bloods, come together. Can you imagine what would happen, man? Can you imagine what would happen if brothers come back to this law and walk in it completely, man?
Right.
A lot sooner we'd be up out of this place, man. A lot sooner.
So man, yeah. Wonderful class. Tuesday night, Tuesday night, what is this?
Time travel.
Tuesday night time travel. Salakia. You know, brother getting off plantation and all that. But all praise to the Most High, we were able to congregate, get together, you know, Chief putting us back in remembrance of the you know what I mean, the past, things that we didn't even know about it. You know, this is a beautiful thing, you know, to learn about us.
That's
learn
right.
about what's going on. And we can use this, like you said, as an example of what not to do. You know. But
and I'm gonna throw that one right on that precept too, with what the sister, the generals read through in our man Deuteronomy 28:65. And among these nations shall you find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. That's what we just saw tonight. Sorrow of mind, and failing of heart. This is heartbreaking, man.
Yeah. Imagine how his parents felt when there was no justice. He gone, you know. Man, they probably was in a little town and go to see the damn devils at the daggone grocery store or something. You know, can't do nothing about it. All praise to the Most High. He got perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
This is his story. Yeah. So we got any announcements?
Yeah, we got
Passover getting close.
Real close.
Oh man, that's right around the corner.
It's right around the corner.
Yeah, get your garments. RSVP. If you haven't already for the Passover, April 21st at even. We're gonna have a great time. We're keeping the law. It's gonna be memorable. Take some pictures. We're gonna have the video. You know, we're gonna do great things. It's gonna be memorable, y'all. You know, looking forward to it. Get ready, Knoxville.
Get ready, Knoxville. The first Passover in Knoxville. Y'all better be there, man. And y'all better be ready to show out on that thing, man, for the Most High.
Hey, we know we the people now, man. What's stopping us? We know who we are now, man. We getting our heritage back. We got our heritage back.
Yeah.
And man, come on, man. You gotta kill me or not keep it. Come on, man. We in there.
Come on.
Shoot. We the people. We the chosen. Ain't no way I'm not gonna keep it.
You know?
Ain't no way. Man, come on. I ain't giving my heritage away no more, man.
No.
That's right.
For real. You know, so come join in with the Akim, y'all. You know.
Yes. Come and join us, man. You're more than welcome. Wonderful time, man. And who knows, man? You know what I'm saying? You never know what the Most High got in store, man. Right. Once we gather together in that building, man, we could be going up in the church. You don't know, man. You know what I mean? Don't miss out. Don't sit at home and just be like, man, that means nothing. We got to practice these rehearsal acts, man.
Hey, you know, it wouldn't even surprise me if the Most High said, hey, just like I did in the Passover, the first Passover, you know what I mean? And then we ate and got up out of there.
Oh,
hey, man, you never know.
Exactly what happened.
You never know, man.
You never know. You don't know.
Hey, you never know, man. Yahushua ate the Passover. He got up, ate, you know what I mean? He had to transcend, you know, but you know, we're keeping it there. Sister Hannah's reminding us to make sure that we get the leaven out of our houses before Passover. We have to do the video on the leaven. We have to do the video on the Passover. That's coming up. We may even start that Thursday, or y'all want to put for next week?
Hey,
I'm
real soon.
I got a class for Thursday. Don't no spoilers.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, we got the class coming up soon. We're going to teach on 11, and how to actually keep these feasts, because it's not just Passover. After Passover, we have the Feast of Unleavened Bread as well. So we're looking forward to that. You're looking forward to pleasing the Most High.
That's right. Kind.
Yeah.
Beautiful tonight, man. All praises to the Most High, man. Giving all glory and honor and praise to his son Yahushua, man. What a beautiful breakdown tonight, man. I enjoyed that. That's something I never knew about. So when I heard about it, it touched me, man. And I'm pretty sure if it touched you, it touched the Most High, man. Because he records everything. He's got a record. He has not forgot. The wicked said, what does he do with us? He won't require it. Yes, he will. That's why he said in Exodus 23:7, the wicked should not be justified. They can't cleanse their hands. I don't care how many times they go to church, shout, scream, fall. Brother, I can give you a house, car, a job. You're not getting that justified. They wicked. Sorry. All praises to the Most High that he's a balanced God, right? Balanced power sitting up on the throne. He's righteous, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. It's like, hey, what he say in Galatians, man? You reap what you sow. A lot of people read over that thing.
That's right.
You reap what you sow. It's coming back.
Salaki. But I did have one more precept. Let me get this one real quick to go with it. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and verse number 7. It says, therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Wow. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among the people. So, you said the Most High has not forgot. Hey, and the blood speaking to him, he's going to surely avenge us. All praise to the Most High.
All praise, man. All praise to the Most High, man. All praise, man.
Hey, you had something, General?
I was just gonna remind the people about the feast days. We have the beginning of our new year coming up.
April 8th.
New moon. Yeah.
April 8th at evening, right?
The 7th at evening.
Salaki. Oh, Salaki.
April 7th at evening.
7th at evening. Okay. So it's the 8th, Hebrew 8th, but the April 7th at evening. Okay. And we are going to we would like to get together, and keep the new year and do a few things, but we'll bring more out on that when we when we get a confirmation on everything.
Hey, if you're interested in gathering for the new moon or for to keep the Sabbath, or what camps where we're gonna be at for our camp spot, make sure you hit us up on our Gmail. I'll put that up on the screen real quick, so that we can have that out there. With you can contact us at treeselect144@gmail.com. That's treeselect. That's trees with a Z. Elect144@gmail.com.
Hey, if you haven't been to camp yet, at least for a little while, man, y'all missing out, man. We've been having a good time at camp. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High.
I can't wait till we get that one video
posted
about the brother JC.
That's a good one. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying, just when that other video with JC, that's going to be a good one. They see that one too.
Oh yeah.
They'll give the people some different perspective of what's going on out here. Hopefully, when the people see it, they'll want to share it with their friends and family that still might be in the church.
That's good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm praying that they do.
Also, be on the lookout for the community page. Put some pictures up there. We got also a video coming out of the Purim feast that we kept. We gonna get these videos out, y'all, but show you that we also have a good time too in the truth.
All right.
So that's coming soon. Be on the lookout.
Con.
So with that being said, let's get the scripture. Let's get out of here, y'all.
Let's get the script. Let's get out.
Con, this is Isaiah. I said 61:3. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of mourning, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified.
God, all praises to the Most High. Let the Most High be glorified.
All praise.
God.
Hey,
And I know I'm stuck there, but we're gonna go ahead and close it out. I'm Captain Jehu.
I'm Chief Yamea. Hey,
I'm
Salaki,
General
real quick.
Hezekiah.
And I also want to give a shout out to the sister for your donation just now to the Cash App. Sunshine, appreciate the water.
All praise to the Most High.
All praises.
God.
And with that, we be the trees.
We be the trees.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel.
Kwam
Yasharala.
Yasharala.
Kwam
All praise to the
Yashala.
Most High.